Sige, ano ba mga chart request? Guys, comment lang kayo ha, ng mga chart request nyo, dadaanan natin yan. Ito. KPPI.
KPPI.
IPO.
Ito yung mga ilang araw, 2 araw na ito nagpapaasa eh. Diba? So ako, KPPI, medyo nakabantay din ako dito. Kasi this is something na that if it actually is able to move past the 12 to the 13 area, then it's actually something that can actually it has a possibility of actually proceeding much higher, right? So that's pretty much the resistance that it needs to break. More importantly, if you take a look at the intraday action, right? So let's say if I take a look at the 1-hour chart, so you will see here that so ito, alam to ng mga Open Journal subscribers. So this is a technique that we use, right? So this is tama ba to?
Uy, purple.
Right, so naka-log ba to? Right, so that's something na titingnan ko to see if kung baka may follow through bukas, di natin alam, right? Pero ang kailangan talaga niya is volume talaga. Kasi walang volume, I think kanina nasa 2 million lang, 2.7, 3 million, somewhere there. So you need money to come in, you need more importantly, if you zoom out, you have a good move over here, right? And more importantly, if you take the fib of that, sakto siya sa 50 fib, which is pretty much the minimum requirement for what we call a zigzag correction, right? So when you have an ABC, minimum usually yan is a 50. So that's a 50 yan. Are we going to see a succeeding move higher? Yun ang tanong, di ba? Hindi natin alam. So we need to
wait for the market to commit to us
before we
commit to the market.
Yun. Di pa natin yung guys, ha?
Gulat ako eh.
Right, so yun yung KPPI. Pero, I mean, obviously that's too micro already. Pero from a daily chart, kita mo, from a daily chart, obviously you just want volume to come in and you need it to take out this high. If you just want to keep it simple, you just need to see it take out the 12-12 high or the 1202 to the 1212. Pag na-break niya yung 1202 to 1212, then next resistance na niya would be the 13 level. Pag na-break niya yan, then especially yung DNA nito, pag gumalaw to kasi.
To the moon.
Hindi naman. Pero pag gumalaw siya, kasi ito, alam ko, 3 days lang to, halos 8% na yun, diba? Even more, sorry. Mga 33%. Right? So, laki ng galaw nito eh. So yun. So that's actually something na nasa watch list.
Yeah. Ikaw, Board, you want to add?
Wala eh. Yung 13 lang din talaga hinihintay ko dun.
Yan talaga.
Teka, tanggalin ko muna yung mga drawing.
Sige. Yan.
Ako, actually almost the same lang eh. Ako sa daily lang ako nakatingin. Pinapanood ko lang yung continuation pattern niya pagkatapos siya mag-bounce. So almost the same lang, inaantay ko mag-break yung 13. Tapos if I were to sell, siguro somewhere sa area na to, somewhere near 17.
Right.
So yun lang, ganun lang ako mag-chart guys, basic lang ako. Yun.
37%.
Oo. Borgie, binabantayan mo ba ito?
Oo naman.
Binabantayan mo?
Oo. Kepler.
Kepwell. Spell Kepwell.
Ay no.
Sige, okay guys. Ako next. Akin nagpapa-shoutout Habs.
Sino?
Si Charlie, ito to. Kilala mo ba to?
Charlie Abugo. Oy, Charlie, shoutout pare.
Oo, one of your students daw. Yung
Okay.
Sa Sewell seminar.
Right, so, marami akong naturuan siya.
Oo. So next daw ito, si Ace PH.
Okay. Guys, this is the first time na I'm being asked these questions.
Oh.
Wow. Okay. So Ace PH used to be, ano yung stock niya dati? Finma Energy, which now is AC Energy Philippines, right?
Ay, pucha. Ate mo dito, Borge.
Stay away.
Stay away ka na. Bakit?
Ayun,
Nasaktan ka ba dyan?
Drawing
Hindi naman.
Breakdown.
Oo nga, ako din medyo hindi na ako keen masyado dito pagkatapos ng breakdown. Akala ko mag-console tapos free break 3 pesos eh.
Yun pala.
Yun yung inaantay ko eh. Pero yung pala,
Right.
no, that's... Tsaka, ginamit ko dati yung tinuturo mo yung sa third test na resistance pabasa dito.
Right.
Dito sa area to, kala ko party na. Pero wala eh. Na olats din ako dyan, kaya di ko ito masyado tinitignan.
Right, so if you take a look at this is what technicians would call a truncated fifth, right? Or, so classical technicians would maybe point to this pattern over here, right? Which is what classical technicians call a triangle, right? But typically kasi when you have a failed breakout, as what we saw when prices went back in here, right? So let's say let's draw this zone over here. When this candle over here happened, that would have been pretty much the exact moment that price was that price was not committing.
Ina lang naman yung sagot eh, murang commit lang boy. Ano ba yan?
The price was not committing to you.
Or the price was committing to you in terms of you cutting losses, right? So yun. So that was at least the failed breakout. Again, again, if you take a look at yung RSI, you'll see here that double na naman. You'll see here that RSI was not confirming the breakout, right? So you saw
bear dips.
You saw this bear dip over here. Even when this breakout was happening, you saw that this RSI over here couldn't really go above that RSI downtrend line, right? So after this particular candlestick happened, so this is what some technicians would call a broadening, right? A broadening megaphone, right? So that's at least a pattern that some. So that's something that I would be watching, right? With respect to, so it's actually a very rare pattern.
Bearish ba yan o bullish?
Classical technical analysis would teach it to be bearish reversal. But there's this guy who backtested broadening megaphones. His name's Bulkowski. Kilala niyo ba yun?
Kilala ko si Kik. Si Kik Batowski. Cartoon character yun, sorry. Kik Batowski. Sorry.
Right. So it's actually my teammate Paki who actually showed this to me. So Bulkowski actually showed that only 60% of broadening megaphones actually result in reversals. So 40% actually result in continuation. So that doesn't pretty much hindi nakakatulong yun, di ba? 40-60.
40-60.
So I think that's just maybe how I would mentally approach this particular issue to see how this pattern would play out. But more importantly, I think you pointed out the most important part, which is on the short-term side, the break na like all the buyers na bumili dito, ipit na eh. Yun na yung, you have
overhead supply na dun sa area.
You have overhead supply, you have those people that are now added to the demographic of sellers that can now potentially push down the stock in terms of selling. Right? So yun yung mga. So if you want an example of a broadening megaphone,
ABS.
So
may
this-
abs ka ba, Borge? Pakita ko mga abs mo. Baba mo yan, boy!
Right, so this is I think 2016. So this was I think a year, 2 years before the election. So you had a broadening megaphone over here. So this was an example of a broadening megaphone, right? So you have ABS, so you have something like that, push down here, then you have a rally to a base, breaks down. So I don't think the one that's gonna happen to HPH, but at least in the short term, you pretty much got a sell signal already today, whether it's to cut your losses or to protect whatever profit that you have. So for me, maybe you might have a rally back to 270, right? But the close on 266. You're gonna wait 4 cents just to get out, diba? Dating my first boss ever in the stock market always said, don't be a DICK for a tick. Meaning, don't be a dick for a tick, right? Meaning, kung yung isang flock lang titipirin mo pa, bato mo na, diba? So yun yung ano.
Kung nakuripots.
Oo. Kung matuluyan ka pa dyan, edi mas more than one flock pa yung wala sa'yo. Right?
Grabe. So, Javi, may tanong lang ako. Ano yung diet mo? Ako naman yung magtatanong sa'yo na random.
Yan.
Ano diet mo, Javi?
Ano man diet ko? Seryoso ba yan?
Oh, seryoso tanong. This is leading to somewhere. Ano diet mo?
I wouldn't call it a diet eh. Kasi pag sabing diet, it means it's a temporary food regimen eh.
Oh.
Meaning, diet ka, pag naabot mo yung target mo, then wala ka ng diet.
Oh.
Ako kasi it's more of a
Lifestyle.
a choice talaga eh.
Oh.
Meaning, it's something that gusto ko talagang i-pursue forever. So, yun yung ano. So, ako, mas ever since the past 2 years, I think. So, I've tried to pursue a more, paano ba to? A more plant-based approach to food.
So, hindi ka mahilig sa meat. Hindi ka mahilig sa meat.
Saan to papunta?
Hindi ka mahilig sa meat.
Hindi tulad ng mga ibang tao na pag when they talk about steak, mahal-mahal talaga nila.
Oo.
Ako talaga, yung pinakamahirap na give up ko, yung chicken joy talaga.
Yun talaga. Kami kasi mahilig kami sa meat eh.
Sa meat.
Sa ano? Sa Investa
Investa
Summit. Guys, mabilis lang. Tignan. Sorry, House. Daanan natin. Yung segue lang tayo sa upcoming flagship event natin. Yung Investa Summit.
Ngayon mo lang ba naisip yun?
Oo.
Galing galing.
So guys, November 23, 24, and one of our speakers is no other than Javi Medina. So Javi, ano papag-usapan mo sa, si Javi,
Wow.
Ano papag-usapan mo sa, sa Investa Summit?
Wow, okay. So, I think, ano bang topic ko dyan?
Ito.
So, ang topic ko is, I think, why psychology is important to financial markets or to trading in particular. And ang natutunan ko kasi is that whenever you are in a P2P, not point-to-point, but whenever you're in a PVP, meaning player versus player type of game. Whether it is sports, whether it is Dota, 'di ba? May mga Dota championships na ngayon. Whether it's poker, whether it's nakikita mo sa NBA. Yung mga pinakamagagaling naman aren't necessarily the most athletic. It's the people with the best psychology, right? You look at Tom Brady, you look at Steph Curry, you look at people in poker, you look at people in Dota. Kasi whenever you're in a PvP type of game, psychology matters eh. Because your edge in a PvP kind of game is always relative to the field, at least the other players in the field eh. Yung edge mo eh. Kumbaga, may edge ka, gumagana ngayon. It can be, pwede din mangyari na 1 to 2 years later, wala na yung edge na yun. Kasi yung playing field nag-evolve na eh. Right? And ako, I firmly believe that, especially in the age today where every system, every technique, every sell buy technique, you can already find it on the internet, right? What will be the edge over the next 5, 10, 20, 50 years in the markets will be not just systems, meaning building quant systems and computing, but more importantly, psychology. So I think that's going to be a very important aspect over the next few years. And the reason why I talk about it is because the reason why I talk about it is because a lot of people have said that psychology is pretty much one of the keys to trading. More importantly, ano ba yung mga beliefs, ano ba yung mga assumptions, ano ba yung mga pinapaniwalaan mo na nakakasira sa portfolio mo. Yun yung mga papag-usapan ko. Right? Kasi one of the facts in stock market history is that 85% of people lose money over the long term. Pero syempre, alam naman natin that 85% of the people don't hold 85% of the money, diba? Usually 85% of the people hold 10-15% of the money, and they're the ones that lose the money, right? But going back, we know for a fact that 85% of people lose money in the stock market.
Yes.
So I will go another step and say that since 85% of people lose money in the market, that means 85% of all the ideas, of all the beliefs, of all the presuppositions, of all the assumptions, of all the mga haka-haka, hearsay, rumors, news going around results in losing money. Gets? Which is precisely why in the stock market, ang lagi namin sinasabi is that it's more important to unlearn than it is to learn. Gets? Kasi you have to unlearn all those beliefs, all those psychological baggage that actually resulted in you losing money in the market. And it's only when we learn how to say no to the things that are affecting us that we are now become ready to the what we eventually stand for our niche, for our focus, for our own kung ano yung niche natin sa market. And that eventually, it's that kind of process that eventually help you turn into at least a profitable trade. Right? So yung papag-usapan ko, what are the most destructive trading beliefs? Right? So, pwede ba akong bigyan ng isang example?
Ikaw.
For front run ko na yung presentation ko. For front run ko na. So like, I'll give you an example, right? So one example of a belief that has, in my opinion, resulted in so many money, pesos being buried is the belief that, ito, may tanong ako sa inyo.
Kinabahan ako.
Gulat ako.
May tanong ako sa iyo, Pao.
Sige.
Mahilig ako sa meat.
Oo. Mahilig ako sa meat.
Hindi. So, ang tanong ko is, have you ever encountered the belief or the saying where, let's say, bumili ka ng stock, and then the stock all of a sudden goes down 5-10%? Have you ever encountered a person say, okay lang yan kasi it's only a paper loss. It will only become a real loss if I realize it. Diba? Narinig mo na ba yan?
Yes.
Right, ikaw narinig mo na yan.
Oo.
Right, so ako, tingin ko, as a trader, that's one of the beliefs that actually prevent traders from breaking out into who they can really become as a trader. Why? Kasi alam naman natin, especially for the advanced traders here, alam naman natin that the only losses that matter aren't paper and realized. The only losses that matter are small ones and big ones.
Yeah.
Right? Meaning, the key to long-term, not just success, let's not even talk about success, the key to long-term survival in the markets is keeping your losses small. Right? And the best analogy for that is that if you want to stay long-term in the markets, you just need to keep your losses small in the same way that you want to keep your tumors to stage 1 and dapat di mo pinapapat ng stage 4 tumor yung mga cancers. Right? Kasi pag naging stage 4 na yan, mahirap na yan i-treat, mahirap na yan tanggalin, you put the whole organism at risk. Right? So you want to keep it at stage 1, you want to keep it small, you want to take it out while it's still small. Right? So, pero ang problema is that when people have that belief enter their head, that limiting belief, tell themselves na, hindi, okay lang yan, it's only a loss if I realize it. That's the kind of belief that turns stage 1 tumors into stage 4 cancers. Right? So, marami kasi mga tao, hindi na nakikita yung connection between the belief where everything starts to the overall consequence, not just to your portfolio, but to your own destiny as a trader. So, yun yung papag-usapan ko. Over the years, ano ba yung mga nakita kong mga most destructive beliefs that actually resulted that traders should be able to purge. Why? Kasi pag na-purge na, so not just what beliefs that they need to purge, but also what are the, ano yung, kumbaga yung offense na kailangan nila gawin yun.
No.
Right? So let's say if you have limiting beliefs, then what are the empowering beliefs? Not just what are the empowering beliefs, but ano ba yung mga strategies that you need to have, especially when you're beginning in the market, para you move away from those limiting beliefs. So that involves, yun, di ko na yung front run yun.
Oh,
I'll keep that.
Surprise.
Pero,
Investa Summit.
Oo.
Investa Summit.
pero sinasabi ko sa inyo, excited na ako sa talk na ibibigay ko. Kita mo, shinare ko na yung mga iba. Pero,
Mas madami pa.
mas marami pa.
Mas malalim ba yung sa Summit?
Deep.
Oo.
Actually, yun na lahat yun eh. Sinabi ko
Ay.
na lahat. De, pero kasi actually marami talaga eh. There are a lot, to be honest. And quite frankly, sorry. And quite frankly, there's even a lot out there that we don't even know. But what we do know is that there are strategies that we can employ so that it can put us in a position to really put a shield around at least our mental health. Kasi people don't really see the connection between psychology, the language that they use, that they tell themselves in the market, the kind of beliefs that they carry around, and actually, more importantly, wala silang proseso to actually go through ano yung mga beliefs that are driving their decisions. Kasi most people, when they make a trade, they go to their journal, maybe they write in a notebook, I bought this because of this, I sold this because of this. Ito yung result. Oh, at the end of 10 trades, you have your hit ratio, you have your edge ratio. You do your analytics, then that's how they typically improve, right? At least kung masipag yung trader. What most people need to do is they need to go deeper, not just the what, but the why they actually did those trades, diba? Kasi when you go to the why, when you go deeper, then that's when you actually are able to make meaningful change. Gets mo? Kasi meron nga kaming kasabihan sa team na ano yung kasabihan namin, that whether it's in trading or in life, if you want to learn how to go forward, you have to learn how to go deep first. Ano ibig sabihin nun? If you want to, let's say, be able to go 5% forward, improvement in your returns, or 10% forward, 50% forward in your returns, you need to make internal changes first. You need to learn how to go 5% deep first, 10% deep, right? Mm-hmm. You need to be able to see ano ba yung software that's contributing to those results. You need to go deep. Ano ba yung software? Ano ba yung beliefs? Ano ba yung papalitan natin siya? So you need to be able to reorganize that, change that with the proper software to get the right results that you want. Right? So to put it simply. So yun yung at least inaano namin. So we're very so without spoiling anything, abangan nyo na lang. Investa Summit, kita kits para sa
Grabe.
Gusto ko yung why, find your why.
Find your why.
Bakit ganun? So, why attend Investa Summit? Ito, why attend
Yun Yun.
So, ano ba naman ng Investa Summit bukod sa mga speakers, mga talk ng speakers natin?
Pare, tingnan mo yung mga ito yung pinaka-inaantabayanan. Ito, Javi, ikaw Oh, 'di ba kapag event minsan
si Jet Toy ko.
Si Jet, shoutout kay Jet. 'Di ba minsan pag speaker ka, after mo mag-speak, bigla maraming pupunta sa iyo pag break time, maraming magtatanong, yung magpo-form na circle around you. Dami minsan ganun. Kaya ngayon, pare, may socials night na.
Socials night.
Oh, para sa mga bumili ng VIP tickets, you will be invited to the first ever after event get together para makapag-interact ka sa other traders and speakers. May free-flowing drinks, saka unlit chibog. Yun
Yung chibog. Ano yung finals ng ITG?
You had me at drinks.
Oo. Yung ITG live face-off.
So yung ano pala, yung round 2, final round na ba to?
Oo, parang final, November 9.
This Saturday.
Tama ba? November 9 na lang.
So habol na kayo para makasali kayo dun sa eliminations round.
Oo, shoutout lang sa mga party sa amin. So yun. ang Investa Summit. Andun ka ba sa Summit, Borge?
Oo naman.
Andun ka?
Oh, see you there.
See you there sa Summit. Andun din ako. Taga-ayos na upuan.
Oh.
Yun, so kita-kits tayo sa Summit, guys. Sige. So ano siguro tayo? Mga last 3 chart requests, tapos
Q&A.
mabilisan na Q&A. Okay, sige.
Wow.